Hello everybody, Stacy Ludwig here with LimeLife by Alcone. If you're watching this on Facebook, this is where I've done the video live. I'm actually live right now. So if you're watching it on YouTube, you can go to Facebook and follow me there at Stacy Ludwig, and you can also go to Instagram and follow me at Stacy Ludwig Beauty. I will not be answering any comments tonight, just so you know, on the live video so that I can use this on other social media platforms. So I wanted to address something that I've been thinking about for a while because I've been here for 2 years now. I've been with LimeLife by Alcone for 2 years. A lot of times you don't actually see people staying that long when they join a direct sales company. They usually leave within the first year. But I wanted to address why I'm still here. And we've had this great migration. I'm going to just call it that because I don't want to get into too many details about that. That's not what the point of this is. But we have had a great migration. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about it, but not, go into too much detail. I want you to know, though, I'm not going to be answering comments. I've swiped them. And I do want you to join me, though. So stay. I'm looking at my notes. I want to make sure I cover everything, but stay all the way to the end because I have a couple surprises for you at the end of this video. I would love for you to share this with everybody in your network if you could. I'm going to try to be quick and I'm going to try to be very specific. Okay. So first of all, there's a lot of reasons why people leave companies like this. They leave LimeLife or they leave direct sales companies. Sometimes it's for a new company. A lot of people that I know have been in several different companies. They have gone from one to another to try to find the right fit for them. And I've seen them, whether it's the products or whether it's the people or the training or the CEOs or the comp plan, they have been dissatisfied with something in a company. So they've wanted to move on to another company. There's a lot of people that I have on my team right now who have been with other companies and they came here because they needed something better. It's not always better from the last company. Sometimes it's better for you. Like if I were the kind of person that jumped in on a, let's say a nutrition company right off, I'm not going to name a bunch of them, but it's not me. Maybe I got in there because I had a friend who worked with them, or I lost weight at a certain point in my life or something like that. I wanted to change something, so I thought getting in on that would help me. It's not me. So there's a pretty good chance if you saw me in one of those companies, I would not be there long. Okay. And it might not be because of the products. It might just be because I'm just not committed to much when it comes to like health and fitness. I'm working on it right now, new year, new me, right? But I'm not committed to that. So it wouldn't be authentic to me if I tried to get in on a company that was all about that. Even though that's something that in my life, to be my best self, I'm going to have to start working on, or I am now, but I'm going to have to work on that, and everybody is, but it might not be the actual business that you want to get into for a long-term thing. So that's sometimes why people leave. Another reason why people leave companies is because they are following another person. So let's say, and I'm going to be a little specific here, not name any names, but I'm going to be a little specific because this is something that a lot of people will watch this video on YouTube because of the situation to see like what's really going on here. Why didn't you leave when everybody else left? Or I won't say everybody else, but the few people left. So there are some people who have left LimeLife. Some of them were terminated. Okay. If your contract is terminated, that means you've done something that's against policy that they can't keep you. That's all that is. And they try to keep everybody, but there's sometimes that can't happen. Everybody that's left hasn't been terminated. I'm giving you other reasons why. New companies, like the grass is greener thing. Some people need a new challenge. Some people don't have the right products with them, whatever it is. But sometimes they're terminated. So when you hear someone who's been terminated from a company, a lot of times they don't tell you they've been fired. They say, this company wasn't what I thought it should be, or this company did some things I didn't care for. And you trust that person, and that it kind of puts a bad taste in your mouth because you think, well, what did that company do to them? And I don't want to give that impression that that's what everybody has done, but there has been some of that go on recently. And so we all here at LimeLife want to bless and release. We want everybody to be successful wherever they need to be. And sometimes this isn't a good fit for them. Sometimes it's just not. Now, I don't follow people. So I'm not talking about Instagram. I have people I follow on Instagram, but I don't follow people in making decisions in my life. So if somebody left the company because they were either terminated or they decided to move on to another place, I'm not going to go with them. That's not who I am. I'm not a follower. I'm always a leader. I'm not the kind of person who doubts myself and the decisions that I've made because someone else has made a decision. So that's part of it. Part of it is just I know who I am and I'm not a follower. Another part of it is when somebody is terminated, which I have experienced this in this company, and I want to say that I'm very proud. I'm very proud to be with a company who terminates people who aren't doing what they're supposed to do, aren't representing the mission of the company, are doing things that aren't honest and aren't full of integrity. When they're doing things like that, they terminate those people. It doesn't matter how much they make in sales. It doesn't matter how big of a team they have. They say, it's time for you to move on. You know, if this is not the place for you, because this company keeps the highest levels of integrity and truth and right. And those are the things that I do follow. So that's one of the main reasons why I've stayed here so long. I'm not a millionaire yet, just so you guys know. I want to put that out there because I know some of you are probably wondering, and with all this poshness here, but I'm not a millionaire yet. I don't anticipate ever being one. I anticipate being financially free here. I can see that happening. I'm moving towards that and getting closer to that. But a lot of times too, when you hear, you know, someone moving on, they might even say their heart told them to do something or God told them to do something. I really want you guys to listen to that, because when God tells you to be in a place, there aren't going to be any underlying, there's not going to be anything in there that you're going to question. Like, God's going to tell you to be there. And so if he tells you to move on immediately, if things get shaken up and he tells you to move on, stuff like that, you want to make sure that you pay attention to that and you're not following it just because someone else had a heart change or something like that. I'm not telling you all this because I'm moving on, because I came on here specifically to talk about why I'm still here after 2 years. So I want to make sure I got through everything with that. Okay, so like I said, my highest value here is on integrity. So because I feel like the Lord led me here, I'm going to be here as long as there's right and as long as there's integrity. The second reason that I've stayed so long is because the products work, they're safe, and they're trusted. That was a big deal to me. Nobody's going to be able to flash a sign to me that says, these are brand new, this is ground floor, let's do this. I don't want that. I don't want something that I have to guinea pig for anybody. I am at a place in my life, and there might be people who do. There might be people who say, ground floor, let me have that. I want to be at the top of that so that when it grows big, or if it grows big, I'm willing to take the risk. If that's going to grow big, I want to be at the top of it. I can't do that. I have 3 kids. I have been through over 13 years of higher education, and I don't have time for that right now. Like, I do have time to work something that I know will work, but I don't have time to work something that I have no idea if it's going to work. I mean, we can say here there's some chances we're taking when you go into a direct sales business, obviously, because it's not something that is a for sure thing. Like, you're not going to for sure get sales during the month, but if you do the work, pretty much you're going to. So I can't, if you do the work according to the right kind of training. So that's what I'll say about that. The products do work. I trust them because we have we have vendors. We didn't create all the products. And I don't know if you guys know this, but in direct sales, a lot of companies create all their own products. Unless you're a master, like absolute expert at all those types of products, then you're pretty much going to create some that are great and some that aren't. That's the way it's going to work, because you're not an expert in all of it. So what we did was we went to the experts in all the different things that we needed. Some of them we have our own chemist for. Like, we have our own chemist for our skincare. So besides One Drop Wonder, which is Pomifera oil and contracted through the actual scientist who created and discovered it, we don't have anything that we haven't made. and we haven't harvested, and we haven't, brought to, or, hired someone to harvest, but we have our own chemist that does that to make sure it's highest level quality and highest level safety. But we also have our makeup products that a lot of them are contracted with vendors because we want to make sure that it's the highest quality. We don't want something that every single, bar none, every single makeup company is going to tell you they're the best. It is what it is. It's a marketing tool. Let's all be smart about that. If you hear someone say, we have the best, they have to prove it. Well, look, it looks great on me. Well, maybe it didn't look great on someone else. Then how is it the best? Because we even have people who their skin type, it doesn't mesh well with our foundation. Does that mean we're not the best? No. So it can't be that it looks good. That can't be why you're the best. There has to be some kind of proof that you are the best. So we have contracted with the vendors that represent the highest quality professional products around the world. Scandinavia is our spray. Now, you guys have seen it with Urban Decay. You haven't seen it with the paraben-free, vegan, all that different stuff. The Leaping Bunny certified, all that. That's what we have. But it is Scandinavia because they are the best at sprays. We have RCMA foundation. They are the best when it comes to foundation. They've done foundation with movies. Many professional makeup artists use them for celebrities because it looks good in movies and it looks good on stage. It looks good in any lighting. That's why it's considered the best, because it is tested, proven, used everywhere where you have to have the best to look natural, and it still holds up. Okay, so we have the paraben-free version of that. I feel like that is even better because it's safer. And for most people, a lot of people don't know how parabens affect their skin or care. And a lot of people have never thought about it. So they might not even know that it's affecting their skin or even their insides. We've had some people, but there are people who are affected in other parts of their body because of an allergic reaction to having parabens in their products, whether it's your hair care products or whether it's your deodorant or whether it's your makeup or whatever it is. So they have to have things that are completely paraben free. So we have that formula, and I'm really proud that we have that. And then we also have Kryolan, and Kryolan is a German company. We have their waterproof concealers. Now I have these two. I have one that I've lost. Obviously, I cannot keep anything in this house with these kids, but I have one that's a little lighter, but they are it was originally used on burn victims because they needed to be able to cover up scars and stuff like that. So that's what we have. It's a waterproof concealer. It is the absolute best of the best. Very little that you have to use to get the most coverage that you're ever going to see in a concealer. And then it's waterproof, so you can sweat, you can cry, you can swim in it. It is the absolute best of the best. So that's what I like about this, is that when I represent it, when I say I'm going to not only stand for a company that is doing right and that is standing for integrity and that doesn't let anything come in and stay in that isn't doing right. So I'm talking about people, obviously. I'm talking about vendors. I'm talking about, the policies that they have. If something comes in that isn't right, Beckett, if something comes in that isn't right, they change that in some way, whether they have to do a termination, asking people to move on, whether it's changing the policies. We've had policy changes many times since I've been here because they concentrate on what is right. They want it to be right. And if it's not working, they're willing to say, you know what, guys, we see that this isn't working. We're going to help you. And they are so focused on the customer first and the sales field second. So you're going to get a company who doesn't stick with, well, it is what it is. You either like us or you don't. And there are things that are a problem. You have a company here who, if they see something that maybe the beauty guides at one rank aren't making as much as the beauty guides at another, and they can't because of the way the policy or the comp plan is written, they change it. They change it so that they can make sure everything is fair and balanced and everything is ethical. That is important for me as a Christian. I cannot represent a company that isn't fair and balanced and isn't ethical, because as a Christian, I have to do what's right. I have to strive for right at all times. And if I stand up here and I tell you, if I get on a video and I represent something that isn't doing right, that I can't fully back, it's like people talk about direct sales, like I feel icky when I try to sell things or something. This is my living. This is where I work. You all go to work, and some people are salespeople and some people aren't. But if you walk into Best Buy and one of those Geek Squad guys comes up and says, do you need help picking out one of those keyboards? They don't feel guilty or icky. They don't feel bad because you need a keyboard. Okay? So if you wear makeup or you wash your face, which everyone should, then I'm here to say we have the best. We have the best, and I can prove it. And I've talked to you about that earlier. So watch the video from the beginning and stay tuned, because I've got a couple different surprises that I'm going to put out there for you at the end. I'm almost done. And the third reason why I'm here after 2 years, I'm realistic. I am a realist in the fact that when I just told you I went to school for 13 years, I didn't become an expert until the end of those 13 years. And I became an expert in educational studies. Before that, I was learning. I'm not saying there's nothing else that I have to learn about education, but I'm saying that when you hit a certain level of something, you become an expert in it, and you become someone that expects to not only make a certain amount, but know certain things, be able to teach other people certain things, and just represent the expert level of that. Coming into a direct sales business, I had no idea what I was doing. No clue. The makeup that you see me in today, and by the way, I'm wearing magnetic lashes, so what? But somebody needs to reach out to me in comments and help me with these eyebrows, because I have to do something. I'm to the point where I'm ready to tattoo these bad boys because I'm so tired of them. My eyebrows just, I cannot. This one's all wonky. I can see it. I can see that it's messed up. Anyway, I need help with my eyebrows. But I knew nothing. I was buying makeup for $1 a piece, or however cheapest I could get it, throwing it on. It was gone within an hour, but I wanted to make sure, like, first impressions are important. So when you get to your job or you get to school, if they see you in that face and then it's gone in 2 minutes because you just rubbed your face or something, then that's fine, because first impressions, right? But it's not. This makeup lasts me all day. I like that. I like that when I get up in the morning and put my makeup on, which I don't normally do when I'm home every day. I'm a stay-at-home mom now, so I don't do that. But when I was doing that, I still had it on when I got home. I still had lipstick on when I ate dinner from the morning, and after eating breakfast, and after eating lunch, and after drinking coffee almost all day. I still had it on. So I like that. I like that I have that quality of something that I can use. But I'm also very realistic in that it takes about 5 to 7 years for a new business to reach full income level. Okay, so I'm not going to leave within a year. I'm not going to leave within 2-3 years. I'm going to be here because I'm learning as I go. I'm learning how to do things differently. I'm learning how to reach people in different social media platforms. I'm 38 years old, and Instagram is a foreign language to me. It's a foreign language. It's something that for some reason my older brain, and I know I'm not old, but my older than 20s brain can't grasp, what am I doing on this social media platform? What do they want to see on here? So there's something about me that, I'm still in the middle of learning after 2 years, and knowing that I just spent 13 years. I'm not talking about 13 years K through 12. Guys, I'm talking about after senior year of high school, spending another 13 years going to college. I didn't go straight 13 years, but I spent, 4 years here, another 2 years here, another year here, another 5 years here. Like I went to school again, all over again, to get this expert level, going through 2 bachelor's degrees, master's degree, PhD, to learn how to be an expert in a field. If I want to get to expert level in direct sales or in owning my own business and being home and earning a full-time income, I'm going to stay and I'm going to work. I'm going to work hard. And I think that's the problem when people see in direct sales someone starting a business and then quitting. I've had people start with me and not do anything. I've had people start with me and quit within a month because they weren't a millionaire in a month. They didn't replace their income in a month. You're not going to do that. You're not going to, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you right now and tell you that you're not going to replace your income in a month. I've seen people replace their income in less than 6 months. I haven't replaced my total income yet, and I've been here 2 years. But that, I'm getting closer all the time. I'm getting closer to that, replacing my total income as a PhD, working in state government person, because I'm sticking with it and I'm working towards learning more all the time and I'm staying consistent. So if you want a leader that does that, then I'm here. I'm here. So this isn't a recruiting video. This is to tell you my review of LimeLife after 2 years, after seeing people come and go, after seeing people even be terminated, and why, knowing why they're terminated, to see people follow a leader that decided the grass was greener somewhere else, which is fine if that's where her heart is leading her. But I have also made a commitment to my team here. So I'm going to work as hard as I can. I'm going to work for myself and my kids, because that is my true why, to be able to stay home, to be able to make a full-time income, to be able to pay off debt, to be able to be financially free and have time freedom. Those are my whys. I'm not trying to be rich here, because money is always an avenue to something else. Like, especially Christians poo-poo talking about money all the time. I'm telling you, it's okay. You can talk about money and you can want money. It's not supposed to be your love. Like, the love of money is the root of all evil. It's not saying you shouldn't make money. You're going to have to make money somewhere because you have bills to pay. Facebook, you can post all the verses you want. But if you could possibly post a picture of yourself in an awesome mascara or this awesome eyeshadow look, honestly, I'm loving this eyeshadow and my lipstick today, and make money off of it, why wouldn't you try? That's what I'm saying. Like, you have another avenue you can be using. And I don't just make money doing this. I make memories. I meet people that I never would have met. I have sisters from all over the United States and in the UK on my team who now I have connected with on a deep level. I know about their families. We pray for each other. One just had surgery last week. Another had family issues with abuse. We're praying for each other. We're lifting each other up. We're supporting each other. Some people don't have that girl gang. Some people don't have that girl group. They just have themselves. Maybe they're a stay-at-home mom, whatever, but they just have themselves, and they are crying out inside to have that group of people. It's here. I love it. I love every minute of it, and I wasn't even a girl person before. I thought girls are catty and they're rude and they're this and that, but that was me. That was kind of me. I was a hater because I was snotty. Until the Lord really got a hold of me, I wasn't really a nice person. And I have changed so much through this experience, not only with just getting to know the Lord more, but getting to know a group of women that we don't have to compete with each other. We don't compete. We collaborate. We work together. We support each other. We cheer for each other. We don't look at one and say, man, she made more money than me this month. I hate her. We're like, amazing job. You rock. What are you doing? I want to do that too. And then she doesn't say, oh, nothing, or I don't know what I did, because she doesn't want to share with you. She tells you exactly what she did so that you can make money too. That's the group I have here. That's what I'm proud to say is here at LimeLife. So this month we have a $42 kit. Some people are like, I don't know. I don't know if I'd like it or not. Try it. They're going to ask you after 3 weeks, hey, you have another week. Are you going to quit or are you going to keep going? It's your choice. Is it a good fit for you? Did you enjoy it? Is it something that you think you could do? and they're going to ask you. And you can say, I don't think this is right for me. Or, you know what, I've enjoyed this. I'm going to keep going. It's your choice. So you don't have a whole lot to lose here. And you have so much to gain. So much of what I've seen here, you have to gain. So if you're interested in the $42 kit, if you're interested in, hey, I want to give it a try, I want to see what it's like on the inside of this, let me know and we can get you started. My surprise. Okay, so it's not like a pregnancy surprise or anything weird like that. It's just a LIMELIFE surprise. So I am trying to expand on YouTube, and I'm working on Instagram too. Not as easy, like I said. I'm too old for Instagram, I think. But I'm working on YouTube. So I'm going to start. I have a channel. I'm going to work on it this weekend, actually the rest of the week, and then I'm going to post this video. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm here. If anyone who comments, even if you just say, hi Stacy, how are you? I watched your video, whatever. What lipstick are you? I don't care what it is. Comment on this video on Facebook or on YouTube, and you will be entered into a drawing. And I will be drawing this Sunday night. Okay, Sunday night live on Facebook. So in my Facebook group, I can't really draw live on here, but I can draw live on my Facebook group. So I want you guys to comment. I'll add you to my group so you can be in there for the drawing. And everybody is going to be able, everybody who comments, so even if you just say hi, all right? So I want you to go ahead and try to get in on this drawing. And then I'm going to give you, let me see, I'll make sure I got everything. I'm going to give you till Sunday night. So today is what, Wednesday? So we have a few days. That gives me time to put this on YouTube. Okay, because YouTube, as many of you as can go comment on YouTube, please do so, because that's where I'm trying to grow. Subscribe to my channel there and comment. It's Stacy Ludwig Beauty right now, but I'm going to try to change it to just my name and kind of get rid of my other channel. So give me a day or so, like maybe go Friday or Saturday and do that, and then I'm going to do a drawing. Okay, thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm here to stay. LIMELIFE is my home. I am a LIMELIFer. I love it here. This is family, and it's very important to me that I keep going and represent these products to you, because many of you are my customers and many of you are my teammates, so, and maybe even future teammates. So it's really important to me that I keep going with this and that I represent a company with the highest level of ethics, and that's where I am. So that's why I'm still here after 2 years. All right, bye guys.